Call of Duty, a game many have heard of, even outside the gaming community. In this game, you play as a soldier in some of the many different militaries all across the globe. You can play against real people or friends competitively. Some people think video games are fun, others, aggressive. I'm sure quite a few of us have the theory that games cause aggression or develop anger issues. Is that a fact or a common misconception? I mean, it would make sense that playing more aggressive games would cause a similar effect on your personality, right? A more in-depth description of this theory came from Brad J. Bushman and Greg A. Anderson from Iowa State University. Their review on the study states that a cumulative meta-analysis of media violence studies revealed that by 1975, the scientific evidence was sufficient to claim that media violence exposure was positively linked to significant violent behaviors, as well as a short-term exposure being sufficient in causing aggression. Now you're probably sitting here thinking, Ashley, this was from 1975, what does this have to do with video games? Just hear me out a second. In our average day and age, our exposure to media has grown exponentially. For example, the review later states that the most recent type of media is the violent video game. If you still don't see any correlation between the two topics, there is a graphic representation that illustrates how a social interaction, in this case video games, can result in aggressive tendencies. The general aggression model is our classic cycle. Kind of a confusing mess. Let's break it down. You start with your inputs. You and the situation. A present situation is, say, being killed during a violent and competitive game. Now pair those things with the way they affect you. How can we tell how the mind was affected by this? How you react is the effect. The effect is a relationship between cognition and arousal. What? And huh? In other words, our mental assessment of the situation and our emotional assessment. These two mental processes work together to help you form your decision and how this event will impact your character. Whoa, hold on a minute. Just because I think of something mentally, it ultimately makes me an aggressive person? No, not necessarily. That's the next step. Your choices. Choices can go one of two paths. A thought-out plan to a spur-of-the-moment reaction. The thoughtful action will naturally have a positive or neutral effect in your mind, but generally, an impulsive action will have that of a negative effect. For example, someone who is being thoughtful will likely either continue playing normally, unaffected, or even commend their opponents. Whereas someone being impulsive might look something like this.
My God! This freaking flashbang is supposed to stun you so you can't see! So when I shoot, you'll die!
Was a little bitch. Yeah, this is what pisses me off. I'll go. Look! Another people! Traitor, you suck! You suck!
Yeah! What?
Bro in the house! Oh my God! What the
Fuck! Go up! Grab on! He's gonna fall! He's gonna fall! You fall!
Should I go up? Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it up to the top.
You gotta be fuck!
What? You didn't even let me. Oh my God! Oh my God!
He won't go to the fucking right! You're telling me go right! I can't fucking do it if he doesn't do it!
What? Oh my. What the fuck? You gotta be me. He's on ring 2, get him! Can somebody help me? Holy shit, teammates!
No! No!
Bad.
Oh! Yeah,
What the
No, right bumper, not right trigger.
I'm gonna pull my freaking hair out!
Like, I tried really hard to, like, you know, just not scream. You know what I mean? Can I just let one out real quick? Ah!
Oh my God! Will you? Oh my God! I hit the B button. I hit the B button to throw a at him, but I was too close, so he just fell off. I hit the B button to throw a and he suicided at the top.
Oh my God! You got me. What the? What the? Damn!
Though it might be an exaggeration in most cases, this type of reaction will poorly affect your level of violence and will then add to the chances of this outcome happening again in the next cycle. And though no evidence is proven of video games not causing violent tendencies, a study by researchers at Boston Children's Hospital successfully found that children with aggression and excessive anger problems could regulate their emotions through video games, particularly through fast-paced gameplay involved in first-person shooter games. Laparoscopic surgery is a type of surgery in which a tiny camera is inserted into the abdomen through a small incision, while surgical tools are inserted through a second incision. Once the camera and instruments are inserted, the surgeon uses keypads and a joystick device to operate while they watch the performance on a monitor. Sounds familiar, huh? Not only laparoscopic surgery, but regular operations as well are surgeons helped by video games. An article written by Catherine Buckley and Greg Anderson shows that video games also appear to teach perceptual skills, often resulting in better attention to cues across the visual field, and attend to more visual cues overall than people who don't play video games. Scientist Gagnon also assessed the impact of video game training on spatial visualization. Both male and females who underwent video game training showed significant increases in performance during spatial relations subtests. These subtests include basic motor skills like driving. Those who were trained in this test experienced better reflexes to things that happen in their peripheral field of vision, and even increased attention span. Aside from increasing our physical and mental capabilities, there is recent technology meant to aid doctors in visualization in the operating room. This new technology, known as Plato's Cave, uses other imaging technologies present in medicine alongside video game technology to experience a three-dimensional image of the patient. Doing so makes planning the operation and the operation itself easier on the surgeon.
Those who think that developing video game software has no other purpose than entertainment should think again. So says Dr. Brian Butler, a radiation oncologist at Houston Methodist Hospital and the principal author of the new imaging technology called Plato's Cave.
Computer engineers and gamers, video gamers, really propelled this type of technology into a possibility.
Cave is a powerful processing technology based on both Microsoft and Apple software, which quickly imports data collected by other imaging machines, such as CT, MRI, and PET scanners, and converts it into detailed images. Similar to the graphics in a video game, the multidimensional color images are displayed on a touch-sensitive screen, enabling doctors to manipulate them and virtually fly through body parts from all directions, rotate them, and zoom in and out. One of the surgeons who uses Plato's Cave, Mas Takashima, says being able to clearly visualize the operation area is the key to successful surgery.
When you have the data so that you can then visualize exactly what's going on, it definitely decreases the stress level or the anxiety level of just wondering, oh, is there a possibility that that blood vessel might be, wrapped around this tumor?
Recently, surgeons used the Cave system to plan a difficult operation on a patient who had accidentally shot himself with a crossbow. They were able to clearly see where the arrow entered the skull and how close it was to critical blood vessels. But not too long ago, even prominent physicians were skeptical about scanner imaging technology. Dr. Robert Grossman, who teaches neurological surgery at Houston Methodist Hospital, remembers an experience from 1963.
When the first CT scan was announced, the chief of neuroradiology at our hospital, was a very distinguished individual, I won't mention his name, said to us, "Boys, this is a hoax."
Now experts say this is only the beginning, and they say medical imaging technology will get even better as time goes on. George Putich, VOA News, Washington.